You're watching people going out and buying Bitcoin at these levels. Now, think about their perspective and the length of investment. They're looking for next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. But what really is happening in the geopolitical scenario? This is visible in the price action. I mean, this is clearly visible. How do you understand that? You pick up, say, a coin, this is Doge. It reached a resistance. Initial news pushed that price down to the primary support here. Good. Then it reattempt to go back up and test this region, but it gets pushed back down with another news which is a continuation to the previous one. But it's not that. What matters more is the drop in itself. You look at the reaction that chooses the side of the momentum. You see that candle and then this candle, it kind of is a little bit clear for you. Now look at Bitcoin. It's hourly chart. Yes, there's a lot of noise, but watch. The momentum and its direction matters way more. Yes, I agree. I was about to short a little bit more into it somewhere here, but I missed. I was sleeping when it actually came to 109. I told 109 to 110. Now I'm going to go add some shots. By the time I woke up, it went back down. But think about it. The market showed you that was possible. Yeah? Why? When you're zooming out from that hourly, you're now onto a 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart shows you this. Yeah? That's important. The change of momentum. Yeah? You look at this, you kind of get to see that. Okay, what happened afterwards? It's in front of you. Now, from there, if you want to zoom out, you zoom out to a daily. Good. Where are we now? Where is the momentum? Here you saw a shift in that momentum. Now you're watching the exact same thing play out slowly. The candle which drops to the downside is going to be the concerning one. And right now you're just preparing for that. You don't have it. Now you go on a 3-day chart. It gives you the idea there is negative divergence, which is confirmed. And then this candle is the momentum candle that decides the momentum, and it is showing you the decision it took. So while you're in the market, the easy part to look for is individual assets and then play out on what they are looking at. So right now, if you take assets like this, you kind of see, okay, they're holding on to the support. It looks good. But when you zoom in, what can you identify? What do they really show you saying, I'm going to do this for the next few weeks? Yeah, we will look into that and detail it. But I want you guys to understand the SI family is prepared for something special. And we are literally into that, doing it correctly. And I want you guys to understand. If you are not there in the SI family, but now, say, in few weeks, when you see the market playing that thing out, you may want to jump in. You're always welcome. But don't make it too late, because at that time, your portfolio may have little room to make those gains. So when you do break those things down, understand emotions in the market is the hard part. Everyone would be screaming, see, stupid guy. Yeah, I agree. That's how I was in 2017. That's exactly I was in 2017. Yeah, I changed a bit in 2021, but that was not enough, because the whales, they do things above your visibility and thought process when you're new in the market. But when you are here for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, you can see when they take the hands that that slap is going to come. If you want to protect it, you do. If you don't, you smile. Decision 100% lies with you guys. What you are going to decide. Now, this is mainly based on a long horizon chart because I am starting to think like, okay, it kind of was showing me the idea that this thing is about to bounce, it's going to go back up, retest this region, and then go down. Yeah. For me, that would make more sense. Like the A, the B, the C, and then the continuation pattern like this. For me, personally, that would make way more sense. But what's the trouble? All that I've seen in last 8 years in crypto market is when Bitcoin goes to a bear market, it does not matter what your altcoin shows you. Everything goes into a bear market. Let it be 2017, let it be 2021. We experienced that firsthand. Now, why should you go against it and say, ha, you see, I'll not agree? That's completely up to your choice. But we know this. We're kind of joking here, but it's the serious part of the cycle. If you want to joke around, you can, but right now the market is showing you candle by candle. You can take it and view it. Say you're a short-term guy in the market. Yes, you are looking at the 4-hour chart saying, oh shit, that momentum shifted quickly. I mean, very quickly. Now, you put that here and you kind of ask the question like, okay, does that align with everything that I've been watching on a higher time frame? It looks like, because you had a long doji to the upside, you now have a long doji to the downside. The market is saying, I'm going up, I'm going down. Where does all of that thing happen? It happens almost close to the top. Now, yes, on a 12-hour chart, you don't know where is the market cycle top. But that you have to be on a 3-day, a monthly, like that for sure. So when the market is starting to show you long wicks, long wicks, long wicks, you know we are getting very close to a place where it is about to go down or it is about to go down. Now, even in this scenario, you're going to get enormous opportunity to short the market. I believe that is going to be the truth of the market. Now, you still have another 13 days, 14 days till you see the candle close on the monthly. And I believe that is going to play a significant role and part in this cycle. Because if your momentum to the upside is reducing substantially, there comes the negativity. Now, how do you understand that? That is where we have to play and watch the short-term charts. If you are very interested in that on a day-to-day perspective. So in next 24 hours, the current candle already argues, I would like to go down to this region. So if the next candle or even this candle, by the time it closes that to that region, then it makes sense to say, oh no, I'm going to come back at least till this point. I want to check that support. And if that breaks, I'm going to go to the next region here. And these are panic drops I'm talking about. Because on a micro layer, you have this trend going up. And the moment you break that, oh, now you have to build up another one. Cool? So when you're trading down, it's like this, yeah? The moment you break this, or you start a new trend. So the moment you break this, you start a new trend. Now, that is just on a daily chart and it's very hard. But the moment you slowly zoom out, look at a bigger picture, if that plays out, what's going to happen? That becomes a double top on a macro. You saw somewhat similar thing here at the reaccumulation phase where the market says, boom, if you don't abide by my rules, I'm going to kill you. Yeah. And then it showed secret sign, which is not secret actually, divergence. We call it out. If you get that here on 77, good. You're going to go back up, test this region. If not, you're going to break that. You're going to retest that. You're going to It's going to come down. Yeah. Fun part is watching the market bleed like that at that time, you'll still be very happy because you're on the shorting side of the market. That feels good, yeah? Now, while Bitcoin does that, the question is, where is my alt season? Yeah? I didn't get that. No, it's not true. We all got that. Think about it. If you saw your XRP starting from 0.25 going up to $3.27, $3.35, depending on which exchange you traded, that was a great 13-14x run up. It's not a nothingness. It was good. Yeah? Now, look at the 3-day close on Bitcoin dominance. That's a bullish engulfing candle. For what? I'm like, shit, why are you not going down? Question is, yes, I would like to see this thing going down because it is showing you the change in momentum, slow build up. But why not a fake out and come down? This is also possible in Bitcoin too, yeah? Now, if you get rejected here and go down, and Bitcoin is going down, okay, some of these alts are holding on, which is good, meaning when Bitcoin drops 50%, most of the alts are going to get killed with 70 to 90% drop. But some alts with macro bullish divergence, they may hold, not dropping 70%, they may drop 40%. But still 40 to 50% drop was a significant drop. So you need to take the decision here. Should you hold on for the 40-50% drop, or should you be buying back to those assets when they show you there's a bullish divergence on a daily, there's a bullish divergence on a 3-day? If you want to take part in that. If you're like me, you'll say, I'm going to close my short here, let it bounce. The moment I see another negative divergence, that's a local top, I'm going to short there. Boom, that makes more sense for me. I don't know what you're thinking, but I do believe that's way more possible. Yeah. So understand all of this is going to be posted here. It's not going to be a mess like 10, 20, 30 charts a day from here. Just like the recent days where I was updating you guys with the right information at the right time, you will get all of those. Think, before the local drop started, it was there for the family. And I actually see a lot of people asking like, oh, I don't get the chart. And I'm really confused. Look, some of these are open for all 13 tiers. I've given it to you guys because that's very important. I don't want you to miss. And I'm like scratching. They're saying, no, I'm not getting it in my tier. And I'm like, it's open for all tiers. So if you're not enrolled into that tier in your settings, it's not on my end. It's very hard. I'm checking with the Patreon. They're saying, no. The member, he didn't enroll for that tier. He enrolled for a custom pledge. So you don't get it. That's why I say, make sure your settings are correct. Whether it's $5 tiers, whether it's the upside, you're enrolled in the right tier. That is going to help you to get the charts, all the charts which is being posted for you. Now, yes, some of them are not for everybody. So there is a bit of difference. But I'm going to make it sure that most of the higher tiers are going to get everything possible. And if you want to join that, use the link and jump in now. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.